Something a little bit different this week. I'm making a Camera Obscura for my nephew from the cult video game Fatal Flaw. I think it's called Project Zero in Australia. Starting here with some planned views of the camera that I'd planned to build, working out the scale and how I'm going to build it. Retro Roboland, that's my channel. So you'll see that I've done something a little bit different here stylistically. Having the two side-by-side panels was inspired by the feature film Woodstock. I do like to try and make the videos look as good as I can, spend a lot of time with different camera angles and editing and things of this nature, because I'm into that as well, half the hobby. What I'm doing here is just building the housing out of foam and some PVC piping, and then they had the flat bit of, it's out of a packaging for some Q-tips. It makes the flat part that sort of folds down. Decided to make it hollow, so you can put a light in there, or my nephew can put other bits and pieces, whatever he wants. And I've got a cap on the back which has got a semi-clear viewing frame, and he could put a light in there, which I did at the end pics, or just stash stuff, you know, whatever he wants to do with it when he finally gets this thing. In fact, as I edit the film, he's sitting on his shelf with all his Fatal Flaw collectibles and games and etc. So yep, so made out of styrene and the basic housing like that. They're pretty happy with the general look and feel of that, and some bits and pieces on top for the buttons that do it. The actual lens, so sandpaper. It's hard to talk about this with two frames going over the side. I don't know what it's like for you to watch. Maybe this is a one-off. That's a sandpaper that goes on the back, giving it a nice kind of texture. And around the edge of the lens they had this Japanese writing, and I imitated it as best I can. I don't understand Japanese, so it's Japanesey writing, I suppose, if that's the word, and more milliput for some other bits and pieces. Just rolling it out here to make it nice and smooth. This is just sort of around the top and the end. There was sort of a raised edge that I did. The paint job here, black on the inside, and deep inside the writing I wanted it to be gold, so I painted it in gold, and then different sort of forms of painting over top so that it's embedded inside. Pretty happy with that. And then I glued it with a hot glue gun to to this housing. It's got a name, I don't know what it is. There it is. And inside actually had a little a lid that gives it kind of a lens appearance. So then just painting a bit of undercoat on it. With this approach, there's first on the undercoat, then this silver, and I actually got some AK chipping fluid, so sprayed that on, and then in a moment you can see I've spray painted the whole thing black, and then I come in with a toothpick and just gently pick away at it to reveal the metal underneath. I've tried hairspray chipping where you've got a lot more working time with that. You can just basically spray it wet and it comes off afterwards. With this stuff, basically it's like 20 minutes after it painted on the black, I was chipping away, and it does, you have to do it pretty quick, but that's fine. And then putting on the right hand side some just little frames, and that's it really. So here you can see, rotating on some Penguin Classic books. That's my camera. So pretty happy with that. He's happy with that. That's the video, so hope you enjoyed that. As I said, different from me, but I'm glad that I went this direction, and yeah, kind of quite good to give somebody something that they get some pleasure out of. Thanks for watching the video. There'll be more on other things. Catch you later.